trumpets. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't getting too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Hello. The check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ay. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't getting too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back.
Tell me what you need, tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready! Rudy Bates. Put up. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 2, Falk under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A throw over the middle, taken in. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Falk. Got his man. That's Harry. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Falk. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get up. 49, check 49.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side complete. That's Waters. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 23 yards, the final tally.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Falk. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackler made a 36-yard run. A gain of a yard.
They run a draw here on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now here's Falk. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's.
Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. And they'll wind up taking over right around their own 40-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. This is Scarborough. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. On first down, it's Falk. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Jacobs. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Falk. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. It's Falk out of the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On first down, Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Falk looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports.
Go now, 90 Wolf. Run. Check safety.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try
to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Everyone got four down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they wind up throwing it against your advice, but the result's still a 4th down.
Well, it did turn out to be a safe throw. And you know how sometimes coaches talk about using short passing game as a run? Essentially, that's what they did there. Now they can kick it away.
It's taken to the 26. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Falk. That's complete to DK Metcalf. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Try to run for it with Jacobs. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. 2nd quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
It certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now Scarborough. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw here. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of your playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Falk. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They run. This is Scarborough. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case.
And a loose football, and the Redskins scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Washington. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Don't get nervous. Check, 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 check.
They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll set up a throw, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's out right at the 25. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Back to throw. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He'll drop to throw. The catch is made by Riley Ridley.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Looking to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Riley Ridley as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Falk. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts on the ground with Scarborough. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Falk. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On the double. Be a long day for you. Got double time. Double time. Ready?
They'll start off with a give to Scarborough. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction, and was able to track the ball in another.
Mike Bartu. Hey, tight down. There you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Set the tone, defense.
They try again with Scarborough. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Back to throw here.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's Falk out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Waters. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Falk. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st down, Jacobs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Let's go,
Ready? The play fake, now Falk. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
You see me? They can't stop.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Falk. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Falk. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Falk. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 32-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I've talked to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
60 outlaw.
Now back to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on 3rd down. Falk. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Draw play here at Scarborough. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Jacobs. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now here's Falk. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Falk looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Running is Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
He'll look to throw. He finds Beckham, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
To throw, Falk. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. From the gun on 3rd down. Falk. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's pressure.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal. Couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and the Redskins scoop it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's Falk. This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it with Jacobs. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This one caught by Ridley. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Looking to throw.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught by OBJ. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll set up to throw. That's caught at the 1. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. 2nd and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. He's back to throw.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of...
Ladies and gentlemen,